Initiating data stream.
Many channels on YouTube do video game reviews, but none have the greatest gamer on YouTube. The no-death run machine with over 100 no-death runs. I did it! Been playing games since 1989, the one and only Mega Dan 29, reviewing games that he has slaughtered.
I'm perfect.
And left in his wake. This is MegaPro Reviews. Today is a game that a young Mega Dan 29 seen in a video game magazine, and let's be honest, he probably gave himself a tug. But now he has finally played it. Today, Mega Dan 29 reviews Killswitch on the original Xbox.
What's up, guys? It's Mega Dan 29. I'm back again. Playing games, doing it again. And today, we played another Xbox game. I've been hanging out in this generation a lot, dudes. And yes, it's another gun game, but it's a little bit different. It's not a first-person shooter. It's freaking Killswitch, man. And this is a game that when it came out and I seen it in magazines, I didn't really see commercials, but I seen pictures in magazines and stuff like that. And I think I seen like a review on G4. Remember that station? I think I seen the review of it and I was like, holy crap, dude, that game looks amazing. This is a first-person shooter and it definitely works on the cover system. It's all about the cover system, man. That's what you're supposed to do. This is one of the first games that I can think of, at least that I've played, where you can blind shoot and things like that. It's got a really goofy story that I think is the one kind of bad thing about the game, if you care about that. It's got a story that is incredibly hard to understand. It's very weird. I still don't even know after beating it exactly what was happening. I'm sure it's in the manual or something like that, but if you're like me, I don't think you guys get out the manual and read it before you start, right? You probably just pop the game in and go, dude, this game looks sweet, I'm gonna play it. It's almost like RoboCop, dude. He's like remembering some stuff from his past, but he's almost like a freaking robot. He's like a super soldier combat guy. He's just a freaking badass, man. This is a one-man army. You have no friends. You have no AI helping you. This is not an army game. No. This is you versus a shitload of people. And let me tell you, you kick ass. And it's very freaking good, man. This game is really good in a lot of ways. It's the perfect length. This game was actually pretty short, but you're ready for it to be over when it's over. You're ready for it to be over. It's not too long. Because if it would have been too long of a game, it's kind of too basic. You don't have to do anything in the missions really very special. Maybe just unlock a door or something like that. But it's very linear. It's very straightforward. It's all about the combat. It's all about the cover system and doing things and picking up different guns and shooting people with it. It's throwing grenades. It's all kinds of things like that. And it's really freaking good. I couldn't recommend this enough. If you like anything like Siphon Filter or even first-person shooters, just the Punisher on PS2, if you like stuff like that, then you'll definitely love Killswitch, man. This is not an overrated game. This is one I never got to play when I was a kid, but I ended up visiting it now. And man, I missed out. I missed out on a good game here. And this is not a really expensive one either. I think this one was like getting to the $20 range, right? I think. I'm sure this will get stat checked. I think it's like 15, 20 bucks. One thing to take note from a lot of these reviews is the Xbox versions are a lot cheaper sometimes. And man, oh man, oh man, different than PS2. They're just as good, man. You play with a Duke controller, or you can play with the smaller one, and it's actually a little bit better graphics and plays better on the Xbox, because technically it's better graphics, right? But dudes, it's awesome. I definitely think you should check out Killswitch. I'd say graphics weren't anything spectacular, but for the time, it was okay. I'm going to go ahead and say a 3.5. A little above average. I would say there were some cool things about it. Especially there was a couple of parts where there were some cinematics that were pretty cool. There is no boss fights in the game, except for at the very end. So it's just straightforward. Like, shoot a bunch of people, keep going to the next room, shoot a bunch of people, next room, story, shoot a bunch of people next room, and that's pretty much what it is. You're just a freaking wrecking ball, man, and you're just killing everybody in your path, and it's pretty sweet. Sound. I'm going to go a little above average with sound here, too, because I remember the guns all sounded really different. Like, you definitely knew when you were using a heavy gun compared to, like, a small assault rifle. And it definitely sounded different. It wasn't anything that I pay crazy attention close to, but I would say it's above average. I'm going to go ahead and go with a 4, just because you also heard when somebody threw something at you, or if they were talking, you could kind of hear it. You could hear footsteps and stuff, too. So it was pretty cool, and they were definitely getting into that as you approached this game. Like, they paid closer attention to detail. Controls were perfectly fine. I'm going to ding it a little bit. I'm not going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it a 4.5 because there was probably 4 times throughout the game that you're at these obvious spots where there's going to be a dude on a Gatling gun, which will kill you ridiculously quick, understandably so. But you have to immediately take cover, dude. And sometimes this game's all about cover, right? This game's all about cover. There's things that you should be able to take cover in front of that you would think are obvious. Like, okay, there's this rail right here. Obviously, I'm supposed to take cover, right? And it wouldn't work. Like, it just wouldn't work, man. It was just like he's just going up against it, not doing anything. And come to find out, when you die and try again, you can't take cover there. So you go, oh, okay. So I just have to know that there's this Gatling gun there, and I have to take him out. Or I got to take cover in a different spot. So there is a couple of times they could have had control in better spots. Like, hey, there's a barricade here. There's no reason I'm not able to take cover, you know? So there was a couple of deaths that happened that way that were kind of bogus, kind of unwarranted. The fun factor. Oh, geez, man. We were laughing, carrying on through this game. I'm going to say a 5 with this one. This was hilarious, fun, shooting the hell out of people, fighting in all different environments, using different guns. It was this was a good time, man. This is a highly recommended game. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give that a 5, which I do not give very often. I would say the average gamer could easily mosey on through this game, maybe have a handful of deaths or something, but you're pretty strong in this game, and you'll learn that you can take cover and you pop shoot, and you can take people out pretty easily, and that this game is more for having fun. They weren't trying to make it too difficult. The AI is not super smart. You can camp in one spot and pretty much just pick people off for the most part. And there's a couple of spots where it baits you. You'll run into a room and they'll all spawn and they'll all come down from, ropes from the ceiling and stuff. You just gotta know. You might die once or something. You just gotta know that that's happening. So then you back up and you run in the room and run away, knowing that they're all gonna spawn. And then you go take cover somewhere and you pick them off one by one. So it's nothing insane. There's only one boss battle, and that one boss battle was easy. That was just the end guy. It was very simple. Just a matter of shooting him. It was nothing spectacular. Anybody who's played a decent amount of video games will find no difficulty in really getting through this. Just a handful of deaths. Guys, do yourself a favor. And if you like jumping around, shooting people, and you want to get home from work, and you want to just sit in a chair, and you want to just shoot people and throw grenades and just kind of be overpowered, get Killswitch, man. It's cheap, it's fun, it's better than half the games out right now in modern systems. So this is really freaking good, and it's short, so it doesn't require 200 hours of your freaking time. You can get through it. You can say, hey, I had fun with it. You can play through it again. Or you can just say, hey, I played through it once and I had a really good time. This is probably a one-time playthrough for me, but that does not mean it's bad. It was perfect. A game doesn't have to be really, really long or anything like that to be great. When it's short like this, it got to the point, it did what it was supposed to do, it did what it expected, and I had a really good time. We streamed the whole thing, and we were laughing and carrying on through the whole thing. It was really fun. And yeah, that's my take on Killswitch, guys. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Get Killswitch. Shoot them motherfuckers. Yeah!
Thanks for tuning into this episode of MegaPro Reviews. To see a full playthrough of this game, check out Dan on his channel, MegaDan29. We'll see you next time, everybody. Keep gaming.